Good evening, and welcome to G3 Investors. This is Greg Gallagher coming to you from Mali. No, actually, Sarasota. But surf's up, and it's gnarly out there, dude. Really gnarly. Hey, I forgot to mention Tom Brady coming to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go Buccaneers. Kind of looking forward to that. Now, here's surf, and it doesn't look so bad. And it really wasn't that bad in the market today either, but it was a little gnarly there a couple times. All right, now in the prior video last week, I showed you these flags, the bear flags, and it was a quad witching day, and we had a bear flag working here on the Nasdaq. And I want to show you today how these become tighter as time goes along and enables us to break out. Here's the financial sector. You can see, we just we were at 2150 before today, and then today we had a lower low, so 1 2 3, so I could have set it right above that 2005. I gave it 50 cents, but that's a drop of a buck. Okay, so that's getting tighter and tighter. Let's look at another one. SMH. Since the semiconductors are leading, this one was 112. At one time it was at 122, and now it's at 110, and it's looking like it could go to 108 here. But that one, maybe it breaks out. I don't know. Who knows? Let's look at the SPY. Since we were always picking on the Nasdaq, we'll look at the S&P 500. This is the ETF, the spiders, S&P 500. This is the same chart as always, 3-month chart, 200-day moving average. And you can see that it made a lower low and dropped 3% today. We'll look at that in a minute, but geez, I was amazed by that. I don't know. But this was at 260, now it's at 250. So again, we're getting tighter. It's not quite tight enough yet. We're not going to break out of that, I don't think. Not anytime real soon, but we shall see. I do want to look at a couple of trades we made today for your tier 2 patrons. Okay, I set it at 28 to 28.50 was my target here. And I do this based on the pre-market. And believe it or not, it actually went down to 28.39. So we got in at 28.50. I didn't quite make the 28.39. And it went up here, roaring up. And we got stopped out and made $1,100 on the first trade. And then to my undying surprise, as Congress wrestled all day with whether they're going to sign the package, and the Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer show didn't work out so well, but the market was really wanting to see this get signed. It came all the way back down, and I got in at 28 again, and again just went up and up, and then we got out on this bar here. I think we don't generally, when you're going up and down like this, we don't go overnight on the Qs, because I'm looking for this thing to get settled, this trillion or 2 trillion or 10 trillion or however much they're going to spend package. The market will react to that, I would think. Alrighty. Well, speaking of the market, the daily here is the same as the weekly, because this is just the first day. But you can see the Nasdaq really tried to get the positive territory. It didn't make it, but it tried. And then off 3%, 3.9 on the New York. And then the Russell. I don't know what in the Russell. We'll have to take a look at that. When we look at the heat map, maybe we can figure something out there. Oh, anyway, okay, here's the 2 trades we did. Got in at 28.50, got out at 31.25, made $1,100. Got in at 28. Now, this is very rare to trade the same thing. This is day trading, and I don't like day trading, but you take what the market gives you. And as a trader, that's my job. And, $2,148, I'll take it any day of the week. I still got mouths to feed and all that good stuff. Okay, here's where we look. Oh, we started January 2nd of this year in this portfolio, and we're up 25.8%. Now, that's great. We're up 14.3% for the month. We've virtually doubled the first 2 months of trading, because this was through February, and we haven't even completed March yet. And 25% a quarter, that's 100%. I'll have to start a new portfolio. If every time I double one of these, I start a new one. Man. But that's just for the week. That's one day. I mean, that's one day. It's not for the whole week, but that's where I put the week at any rate. And we've got some new patrons here. Oh, I should have went down that way, but sorry about that, folks. And really appreciate that. Got lots of new subscribers on YouTube. Also appreciate that. A lot of viewing time, a lot of views. People are apparently I must be known as the ETF short guy or something. But it's really important. The patrons, become a patron. It only costs $5 a month. That's a donut and a cup of coffee. $5 a month, folks. You become a patron and you get all kinds of, just copy this into your link and put it in there in your browser and become a patron. Alrighty. Yeah, here's the setups that the tier 2 will get tomorrow. And the coronavirus is still lurking. Well, the United States is doing really pretty good. 1.2%. This site that I'm on, they move us up to third. We were like down here near the bottom when we started, but they do it based on the number of cases. And nobody looks at the population. Everybody just says, "Oh, the United States has got 42,000 cases." Well, there's 333 million people versus Italy, which has 60 million and has 63,000 cases. And if you believe this China number, well, then I've got some land in Florida right next to the swamp that I want to sell to you, because there's no way that Wuhan had a population of 15 million people. They didn't do anything about this thing for 3 weeks, and they only had 81,000 cases. Yeah, right. I believe the Chinese about like I believe the Russians. Of course, that's Donald Trump's fault. See, what a joke. This country, sometimes we are a mess. Oh well, let's look at the heat map. It's the last thing I ever do. I want to look at the heat map. There it is. And look what happened. Amazon, Netflix, Home Depot, NVIDIA, Intel, so the semis and the big guys, Microsoft was off the buck, or 1%, I'm sorry. And that's it. BA, what? That's Boeing. Boeing? Wow. I don't know what happened there. See, I can't know everything. Anyway, I do want to leave you with this. The movie was Point Blank, and Patrick Swayze said, "Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true." Now, folks, that is true in surfing. I'm not a surfer, but that's a pretty good saying in surfing, and it's also true in trading. So don't let your fears get the best of you. This is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors. Good trading and good luck.